Hey everybody, welcome back to Gearhead Daily, and I have a bit of a space problem. I have a couple guitars here which seem to have multiplied, and I need to get them off the floor. So I thought, what better way to put them up against the wall here next to the tribute to my grandfather, who was a fireman in Springfield, Missouri for the better part of 30 years. So let's see if we can get these off the floor. Now I have these Hercules stands, which I think are really great because they're locking. Now if I could just put these on the wall, I found a Hercules version of these that, goes a little clicky-clicky like this. So let's see if we can get these on the wall. First thing we need to do is I need to measure kind of where I want them for height. And, I kind of like them about this level for me. It's where the dog can't run into them or I won't bump into them with my shoulder. And they are going to hang off the wall a little bit. So basically, all I'm going to do is just put them at the height I want, make a very teeny tiny mark. Now, normally I like to put these on studs because this is a pretty expensive object and you can use a stud finder like I'm doing in this case to mark your location. You can also use a magnet to find some of the screws that will also help you find the stud. You can also do what I call the knock and talk method. This allows you to kind of just gently tap the wall and then you will find studs. You'll get pretty close, but usually you can miss from time to time, so it does happen. But there's always my favorite, which is the gentle caresses and sweet talks of nothing to give up its secrets.
All right, then, keep your secrets.
Now, we kind of have to measure for each guitar so they don't bang into each other. So, average guitar is going to be between 10 and 12 inches wide at the widest part near the base. So we want to make sure we have ample room around each one. And then I'm going to measure off the side of the wall here so that it's off center from the wall so you don't kind of round the corner and run into it. Height is pretty important. I didn't take that measurement from before. Make a little scribe on the wall. And then I'm going to put a small scribe like so, where you push in the screw, and that will give you a hole. And if you do that twice, what you will find is you now have two perfectly spaced holes. Sadly, I could not find a stud that would work properly, so I had to use these anchors that came with the kit. These kit did not come with the correct size, so 7/32 seemed about right. So go ahead, drill a couple pilot holes that are smaller than I think I'll need, and 7/32 turned out to be pretty darn close because I was able to tap them in gently with a hammer. Tap, 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 tappa, tappity, tap, tap. There we go. Get those flush against the wall. Second one, again, tappa, tappa, tappa. Now this is where those holes come in handy. You can just screw in very lightly. I always recommend putting them in loose, like I'm doing here, so that you can find your hole and you're not missing the anchor to the wall. And once you're done, I always recommend giving it just a half turn at the very end, and then a quick test. Oh, double check, and then the fit test, of course. Yeah, it worked. Behold, a thing. Now, these things do rotate in case you have a headstock that is a bit odd shaped, and it will also lock in place, and that's part of the reason why I bought these. They're a little bit more expensive than the average hanger, but I do like that. Now, all we have to do is figure out our spacing, where we want them equidistant from each other and not running into either the picture frames or the other guitars. So this is about 19 inches I found. That looked pretty good for what I was doing. Again, just repeat the process. Tappa, tappa, tappa. Tappa, tappa, tappa. There we go. Screw them in. One, extra one, there's another one, then a third, and then finally hang 1, 2, 2.5, 3. So there you go. I have done a thing. Behold your glory. And then at the end, you can see they rotate a little bit because the headstocks are a bit irregular. They're not all square, and they do come with these spacers just in case your headstock's a little small. Now, I have so much room for activities, and they look pretty darn cool up on the wall. So, again, this was a fairly easy project, easy to do, looks cool, and it's a cool way to display all your guitars. And if this was helpful to you, hey, subscribe. That'd be really helpful to me, and I hope this was helpful. Have a good rest of your day.